Hello everyone, this is Angie from Bubmie Stitches. Today is June 2nd. I don't know what number video this is of mine, but I haven't recorded in a long time. In fact, I just watched my last video and it was from August. It was my intention to do one every month and life got away from me. It was a crazy year. So I hope you're well. I hope you're getting to stitch. I hope summer is treating you well. It's a gorgeous day here in central Illinois. Planning on sitting outside for a little while later. I wanted to show you an Afghan from my mother-in-law. Miss her so much, but she crocheted these. There's angels all throughout this pattern after my son Jeffrey died, and I just love it. So. Let's get right into stitching. I want to shout out to Kathy Haberman. I'm sure she doesn't watch my channel, but she posted on her Instagram stories, go check it out. She has a new pattern called Stitching, It's Not Your Grandmother's Stitching, or Stitching When It Wasn't Cool. And she had several designers talk about, that they were stitching when it wasn't cool, and maybe some of them showed some things, but Tracy from Ink Circles showed some DMC, some OG DMC, which I happen to know. I happen to own. It's the other kind of label. And Kathy, I've been stitching since stitching wasn't cool. I never did anything with this. My mom and my mother-in-law all had geese things in their lives. I almost didn't get rid of her geese drinking glasses when we downsized. But also here's throwback to one of the first things that I cross-stitched. This came from a kit. I bet you it came from a store that's no longer in existence called Lee Ward's. I laced the back. So this was hung in my mom's house for a long time. So thought I'd share that. Thank you, Kathy, for that, and I can't wait to get that pattern. Okay. Holy cow, I have so much to show you. I have more to show you, but some things I'm sure that it's Nashville stuff you've already seen. So I'm gonna try not to say I've got a huge pile right here. So let's start with fully finished objects. The first one, I apologize to Barbara at Keepsakes that I haven't shown this sooner. I don't know why I haven't shown it sooner. I'm gonna have an avalanche here. It's huge. And I don't think I've shown this, but I did these snowmen years ago. Sorry, in my light. Years and years ago. I'll have to look up and comment below who it's by, who the designer is. There were 4 separate leaflets. But I asked Barbara from Keepsakes to find a window, and she did. They did. And so it's fabulous. I love it. So thank you to Barbara and the team for that. It hangs in my hallway. I get to see it every day when I come upstairs. And then I started this at StitchCon last year with a bunch of my table mates. This is Santa's Parade. I really enjoyed working on that. I put it down on my WhipGo, calls, and then I was working on it. It was number 1, I think. I don't remember what number it was. Yep, it was number 1, and I just started working on it before I fully wrote down everything, and I didn't want to put it down. I wanted to see it to a finish, and so I just kept going. So I had to remake my board. Not a big deal. Oops. Another fully finish I have is this. 2 years ago, I started this with a group of my friends, and I had it finished for StitchCon last year, and I had all my table mates put their initials up at the top, and then I put mine down here. I just finished this on a board, and then I covered a mat board with fabric and mounted it on there, and it sits in my bedroom. This is this is Jacob DeGroff modern folk embroidery. When This You See. I think that's what it's called. I went on a finishing tear the other day. I finally finished. This is Stitchy Princess Black on Instagram. She lives in Ukraine, so if you could go over and show her some love and buy some of her patterns, I'll show you some of my recent finishes. I just finished it on a board, and this is on another board inside. This is just a frame. I think I got this at. I think I got it at Michael's. It wasn't meant for this. It was I think the Pledge of Allegiance is underneath there, but I really like how that's finished. And I did change like all the colors, and I think I changed the pattern a little bit. I think if I remember right, these bunnies are supposed to be white, and they just weren't showing up, so I ripped them out and did them in chocolate. And then I don't think I used the call for colors anywhere. One of my, I'll show this later. Let's see. What else I got done? Something's hiding. Aha. I finished Stacy Nash Primitives. I finished Whitaker. And I did him, I stitched him, I think I've shown him before, on really thick, big count fabric. No, low count fabric? Yeah, low count fabric. Because I wanted him to be big, and hopefully future grandchildren would carry this around and love on it. So, and I used this super, super soft fabric on it that is also super, what's the word I want? It's messy. I made a scarf out of it. I probably should take another piece and like sew it, because there is fluff flying everywhere. And then I finished Jack. Here's Jack. And I did him on the same type of fabric. In fact, I think I've looked it up. I think this is Lori Holt fabric. I did not put a bow on him. I haven't done it yet. Can't decide. I kind of like him just like this. But I made him super, super fat. And with soft, very soft fabric on the back. This is this spring. I think this is Little House Needleworks. I'm not sure. I didn't look it up. This was Vonna inspired. Vonna had done this, and I just put it in a cube. I think I'm going to go get some wooden beads to put on the bottom for little legs to make them decorative. And then I did Brooks Books, The Cowardly Lion, because in my town a family started a hockey team for students or young adults with special needs, and the program is completely free to the families and to the student. They provide everything, the ice time, all the equipment, all the things. And the name of the team is Courage. And so I have made this, and I'm going to gift it to her, because she is a fabulous mom. She's a fabulous mom. I just love her dearly. I used the DMC thread. It's number C725. It's thicker for the outline of his mane. All right, and then something I'm super, super excited about. I did this Peter Rabbit because we're going to be grandparents in September. So I had this for their baby shower. Her last name's Meyer. They do not know what they're having. Very excited about that. So I just went with the M for Meyer so it could hang in any of the baby's future babies' rooms. I got this pattern off of Etsy, and I don't know the name of the seller. I wasn't thrilled with the pattern. I had to blow it up a couple of times. The pattern was teeny tiny, and I don't know if that's a me problem. If I go back, I'm going to go back and look to see if maybe there were other options to get it printed bigger. You know, that maybe the pattern was just bigger. The pattern was super, super hard to read. The icons, the icons for what you should stitch were reversed from what they were in the little legend, how they were printed. Like, one, I think the white was a white arrow down. Well, when you looked at the pattern, the arrow was black with a white background, and not all of the icons transferred very well, so it made it really hard to see. I also had to restart, which I don't think in this past year I've restarted 2 things, which is unusual for me. But I didn't like the fabric that I was doing it on, so I switched the fabric. I don't remember what fabric this was. I'm sorry. It is an even weave. But I also had to go back and change the browns. I had to change all 3 browns, and I had to change the blues. There's 2 blues. The blues in what they called for were so close together you could barely tell them apart. And the browns, one was a very gold color, and they just didn't mesh well together. They didn't blend well together. I wasn't very happy with it. But the frame is from ACMS. I will link it down below. It's the frame that, I'm not going to be able to pop this out. This is in there pretty tight, but you could see it's just in a hoop. I have another one of these that I've shown you guys before. I went back to go to the same company, and the website doesn't exist, and now it's a different one, but their service was great. But I will link them below. But Tori was very happy with this. All right, so that's my fully finishes, except for one more that you will be in my Whip Go parade. But fully finished, I finally got Snowy Nut done. This is Prairie Schooler 2023 Santa. I didn't finish the words. I just didn't, for some reason I'm just not into words in my cross stitch sometimes. I'm going to get a snowflake button and put it right there. I was over stitching all those snowflakes. But I was very happy with that. Kathy Haberman put out a pattern again for her anniversary token. I did not get it done in time, but I do have it done. I've been on a finishing tear, so I'll have to finish that later. There is another finish that is hiding from me. Oh, here it is. So a couple of years ago, I bought 2 patterns from, this is Bothy Threads. I bought 2 little card patterns, and I thought, oh, those are so cute. I will stitch those up really quick in the month of December and send them out as gifts. I don't know what it was, but this took me flipping forever. And I have no idea why. I don't know what I got caught up. I find that sometimes there are patterns that just catch me and I'm slow in doing them. And I don't know why, but I finally got him done. He is very cute. I think the other one is a reindeer. So that is it for FFOs. Let's talk about purchases before I did purchase a whole bunch from Nashville. I will show you a couple things, but not everything, because I think you've probably seen those things. I did recently purchase the Ladybug Picnic. So I tried once to get into the Jingle Ball. I tried once and I was at work and I got frustrated and I gave up. So I didn't go to the Jingle Ball, although I heard it was a blast. And then I saw that Lindy was having, I don't even know what she called it. Spring Fling, maybe. I don't know. It was a couple weeks ago. And I wasn't going to do it. And then she showed me what you could purchase. And then one was an exclusive. So I paid the $12 to buy. I bought 3 things. I know that's kind of goofy. But I wasn't around. I don't remember. Oh, it was the weekend my kids were in for the baby shower. So I couldn't have done anything. But I know I could buy the Ladybug Picnic elsewhere. It wasn't exclusive. But I did buy this. Lindy, I didn't bring it up here, but Lindy was also offering some tins of hand lotion. And I did buy one of those. And I got this from Pigeon Coop. Bluebird and Blossom. I don't know if this was an exclusive or not, but I had to have it. He's so cute. My kids got me a one of those bird feeders that has the camera in it. So we've had bluebirds at our camera, and that's been very exciting. I also had to make a purchase of some floss to 123 Stitch, and you know, I don't want floss to be lonely, so I got this adorable Teresa Kogut Prim Spring Rabbit. He's just so cute with his rake and his sunflowers. I did purchase all of the tea roundabouts from Stitching with the Housewives, Priscilla and Chelsea. I can't talk today. I love tea. Tea is my favorite. I love all kinds of tea. So I did get all of those. Have I started any yet? Nope. Not yet. The tea tray. And what's the last one? The tea party. So, super excited about those because tea is my jam. I told you I was going to show you some of the Stitchy Princess patterns that I bought. I got Rabbits at the Cafe, and I got Happy Spring. I love that rabbit holding that basket of carrots. And I don't think this one is new. I think it's an older pattern, but I saw it and I just really loved it. Miss Sunflower. She said it's been 4 years that they've been in war, and it just breaks my heart. Okay, another purchase that I made. I need to make a stocking for my new grandchild. So this is what I picked out. I'll be starting that soon. You all know how much I love Snoopy. And somebody was selling these on social media. And there's 4 of them. At least I only bought 4. It was the night before Christmas. That's so funny. It looks like he's got a wacky mustache. Hark the Herald Sings. That says Dork the Hair. It says Dork the Daryld Angels Sing. And then this Merry Christmas. And I was so excited about them. The pictures looked so cute. I was so excited. It comes with everything. Here's all the